Yes, is this Marta?
Yes.
Hello, Marta. My name is Greg.
Hello, Greg.
Hi. Listen, thank you for taking the time out. Is now a good time for me to talk to you?
Yes, we just arrived, so we will be in this room for the next 1 or 2 hours. That's the only chance you can catch us.
Yeah, I heard you're getting married on Saturday.
Yes, we are leaving tomorrow evening, and it's a very busy weekend.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. I think I'm very lucky.
How did you, I heard your husband is an American. How did you meet?
Yes, I met him accidentally. And in the spring, we had been touring with the Muzsikás, my band,
Right.
in the U.S. for 5 weeks. And almost at the very end station of the tour, I met this guy in San Francisco.
Uh-huh.
And I'm touring about 15 years, or more than 15 years, and it never happened to me something like this.
Well, good for you.
Yeah, I told the record company who organized the tour that was a perfect organization.
How do you feel about the fact that Muzsikás and you have become very popular here?
I'm very glad because I'm in a small country like Hungary. You always have to be somebody outside of Hungary, and then they appreciate you at home too. Like nobody is a prophet in its own country.
Right.
Then when we can say that when the people in America, they love this music, they probably think more seriously about their own music. Oh, if the Americans like it, it must be something.
So how are you looked upon back in Hungary?
In what meaning? Or
how do they feel about your music there?
Till this system changing
Right.
period, we were very, very, how to say, the oppositions with this music, because the official government, they didn't like us playing this music, which they declared very nationalistic, and they just didn't like this, that people are thinking about their roots and their identity and things, because communism is like everyone is equal, and there are no nationalities, we are internationals.
Right.
And so our music was almost not forbidden, but so our situation was different. Like now it's more easy to play it everywhere. Now everybody is speaking about all the forbidden subjects, which we were not allowed to talk about. So it's a whole thing has been changed in Hungary. So our music is now. It lost something of this mysterious thing, which when we played, it was almost like when secret companies are meeting. And
Right. Do you feel like you had something to do with the changes? Did you feel like a part of it?
yes, I do believe, and I'm very glad and I'm proud of it that in this very, very difficult era in the last 15 years, we were just keep on and on playing this music.
Did you look at yourselves as a band of the people who are oppressed or anything? Because I noticed in a lot of your records there's a theme of prisoners and people who are being oppressed. Is that something that you felt strongly about? Or
Yes, of course, and that's wonderful thing about folk music, that it's very symbolical. So even if you don't name the things,
right,
everybody understands what you are talking about.
yes,
And unfortunately, the record company realized it too, so we had to fight sometimes for years to play certain songs for the record, because they didn't want to let us.
I see.
Because they were afraid of the political meaning behind it.
How many records have you actually put out over there? Because I think most people over here just discovered you with Prisoner's Song, and I was wondering if you'd put out records before that in Hungary, or how long the band had been together.
Yeah, Muzsikás and me are not exactly the same things, because I started singing with another band, and I'm also a soloist.
Uh-huh.
So when I joined Muzsikás, they had been, and they released already one LP, and then I joined them for the second LP, and then we have made 3 or 4 together.
I
And
see.
I myself, I'm singing over 40 records.
Right. I have another one that you sang on. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Vujicic?
Vujicic, yes.
Yes.
It's the band who's playing the Southern Slav ethnic minorities music in Hungary. So I'm singing Serbian tunes as well.
Do you like playing with different musicians?
Yes, and I'm interested in many more, not only the Hungarian folk songs, but at the same time I started to be interested in Bulgarian and the Balkan stuff and the Greek, and in the last 8 years I'm very much interested in Irish music too. So I started to learn them.
Yeah, I was gonna. Well, actually, I'll talk about that later. I wanted to mention that there's some comparisons that I can hear. But before I was curious, when you work with Muzsikás or with another band, how do you work out the songwriting? Like, do you present them with songs, or do you decide together which songs you want to do, or how does it work?
Each member of the group, they have their different personalities. So some of them are very creative people, and the other ones are just kind of thinking and meditating. So sometimes one comes up with a good idea, like how about this tune, and the other is making the arrangement or the instrumentation. So it's always a teamwork somehow.
Right.
But the roles are different. I myself, I don't make these arrangements, but I'm singing the songs.
You play some instruments too, though, right? You play record.